you can look at this as a part 2 to the video I made this morning. Right, so continuing. So I went back to, I decided not to do the delivery. I was supposed to do a delivery, but it wasn't essential for me to do it today. So I postponed that because I figured I needed to get some extra rest, because I went to bed late because of the tennis, and then I got up early because some cushions and blinds were being collected, and then I needed to go to the hospital for 2 o'clock, and I decided that I would do my sister's hair for her while I was there, but obviously I need to have my energy flowing. And as well, I don't want to go in there looking tired and low energy. So, you know, the whole point is when you go there to be, well, you know, when you are in a situation and you're giving to other people, you're supposed to do it with a cheerful heart. You don't want to go in and be yawning and be saying, oh gosh, I'm so tired, I didn't get any sleep last night, blah, 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 because then that makes it about you, and you may as well not go. So anyway, I went back with the intention of sleeping, but I didn't actually. I rested, but I didn't get to sleep, because no sooner did I put my head down, my sister's boss, the headmistress, called me. And so basically she called me to say that my mother, if you like, keeps calling her. That's what she was saying. My mother keeps calling her. So my thing was, why is she calling you? And she says, I don't know, but so on. And I said, all right, I'll have a word with her. So with that in mind, when I went to the hospital, normally I would let my mother know so she can speak to my sister. But as I said in the other video, my sister doesn't really want to talk to her because she brings negative energy to the situation. And she doesn't really want to talk to anybody, to be honest. So I think people could interpret it as me fielding people, or rather screening people, so that they don't get to speak with my sister and that I'm not passing on messages. But no, it's not like that. When it was her birthday, I took all the cards, I read all the messages, I passed on all the well wishes, and I went so far as to ring up other members of the family and friends so that they could wish her a happy birthday. She spent her birthday in hospital. So I will do all of that. But then, you see, what's not helpful is people sending their best wishes to include, tell her I'm worried about her. That if you want me to pass on that kind of message, it's not about her, it's about you. You're just trying to make yourself look like some kind of champion. You're trying to make I care so much about you that I'm so worried. So I'm gonna keep this really short and just cut to the chase. So anyway, having spoken to the headmistress, I said to her that I would speak to mother. So I knew she always calls me before I go to the hospital, or before I'm due to go, around about 5:30. Are you going to the hospital? And she will definitely call when I'm there. She didn't call me just after 5 today. She called me around I think just before 7. So, and I knew what she was going to say. So I said, no, she asked, are you not going to the hospital? I said I went at 2. And I knew what she was going to say. Why didn't you let me speak to her? Again, it's about her. So I had to break it down for her and explain that she doesn't really want to speak to anybody. Because my mother's thing is, but I'm her mother. Well done her for not saying it this time, because I probably would have chewed her head off. So I brought up, because I did say I would speak to her, I brought up about the headmistress saying that she called. And she argued that, she was the one who told me to keep in touch and to let her know how my sister is and blah, 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 this, that, the other, the usual blah, blah, blah. So I wasn't interested in any of that. I just wanted the bottom line. Who called who first? She called the headmistress. So then I said to her, why did you call her? Oh, I just wanted to tell her that she's not going to be back at work for a while, this, that, the other. I said, you didn't need to tell her that, because I've already passed on whatever information needs to be passed on. But it's this thing where sometimes people must put themselves in the picture. And then, of course, she said, my sister's boss said to her, oh, just keep in touch, keep me informed, let me know what's going on. But people will say that, but just because someone tells you to do that doesn't mean you need to do it. So, for example, when I was combing my sister's hair, like, we're no nonsense, right? We don't do the small talk and all of that nonsense. So when I was doing my sister's hair this afternoon, a couple of people came in to see her. Actually, 3 people, 2 together, and then her therapist. So of course, I'm doing her hair. It's nothing special. I'm just undoing the plaits, and for convenience sake, because she's in the hospital bed, twisting them. Small things, nothing special. And they were just going on, oh, it's so nice, you're having your hair done, it must feel so good, I need to go to the hairdresser myself, blah, blah, blah. And in my mind, I'm rolling my eyes. And I'm sure in her mind, she was rolling her eyes as well, because it's nothing special, it's only hair. It's just, we're just making it tidy. It's not like you're having some extravagant hairdo or something. But it's just people need to talk. They have to say something, and it's like, really, it's just not necessary. So all the, it's almost as if people feel put out that I'm saying that my sister doesn't need this, that, and the other. Even today, they were offering her certain things. If she needs to speak to this person or that person, no. Why? Because she's got me. And I'm ninja. And I kid you not, for example, when I wasn't more than 6 years old, we were in Jamaica, even though she's 3.5 years older than me. We're in Jamaica, and some girl's picking on her, and she's, instead of defending herself, she's standing there letting the girl hit her. And I'm just going, hit her back, and in the end, this girl is my sister's age, and I'm 5 or 6, and I start punching the girl. So I've always been the one in the family that if anybody needs, even, like I said in a previous video, my brother said, if I was a man, I'd either be a ruler of the world or dead, right? So I'm the person who, if there's anything going on, I'm the one everybody comes to sort it. And it's not like, I'm not the kind of person who, feels proud and, like I'm special or something because people rely on me in that kind of way. For me, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I've just, it's after 7, it's nearly 8 o'clock now, and I've literally just come in off the road. And I've just been walking up and down all day. I went to the hospital at 2, as I've said, and I've been going from place to place, just trying to stay on top of everything. But it's no big deal. We just get on with it. It's like I said, I talk about self-improvement. I am built to last. I'm built to survive. No task is too great. Put it that way. So my sister knows that she can rely on me. If we've been here sort of on and off since April, since she's not been well, and we've just been getting on with it. We manage. It's what you do. But I think, as with the case with my mother, when you get to the point where you're having a conversation with someone and you're not joking, and they finish off their sentences laughing, but I know she's gritting her teeth and she's cursing me because that's her nature. But she can't do anything about it. She can curse me quietly as she likes, but she can't do anything because she doesn't play any role in my life. She's not played any role in my life for a very long time. And we're at the point at the moment where she's trying her best to bring me food all the way from where she lives outside of London. She wants to come and bring me food, just because she just wants to connect. And I'm not the kind of person who needs anybody to connect to them. So I'm helpful, I'm kind, I'm whatever you like, and I will do all of that. But then I would liken myself to paracetamol. I'm available, you take me when you need me, but you don't keep taking, because that's like forming some kind of addiction, dependency. So for example, with my sister, I will help her for as long as she needs help. But if it was a situation and all things are equal, then no, I expect her to stand on her own 2 feet, as I expect everybody else to stand on their own 2 feet if they can. So in as much as I'm a helpful person, I am not a mug. So I don't sort of wander around looking for people to help. But at the same time, I know that there are people looking and seeing the way that I'm putting myself out for my sister, and sort of looking over their shoulders, thinking maybe I can look out for them as well. And no, I'm not going to do that, especially if you've got people in your life who should be doing their duty by you. Then I'm not going to step in simply because I'm a doer. I'm the kind of person who gets things done, or who can resolve problems. So it's literally, we are no nonsense people. My sister and I, we're no nonsense. We don't I don't know. I think prior to her getting ill, well, she's seen a completely different side of me, because I think sometimes things happen so that people can realize who you are, right? So she's seen a completely different side to me now, and I think she sees the value where she didn't see it before. Sometimes people don't value you, but I keep saying I am exactly the same person I've always been. It's just in situations people see different sides to you. So like, for example, with my mother, she's always been high and mighty and uncontrollable and falling out with everybody, and everybody's treading around her carefully. I don't tread carefully around her. I don't do anything like that. She is at my mercy, right? But the fact of the matter is, it's sort of, it's literally, I keep talking about levels, about low energy and so on. It's only when you get into a situation, I keep saying me, but it's not about me. I'm just trying to use myself as an example here. If you're dealing with me and you're going to come to me at your level, there might be times when I'll tolerate you, but then there's times when I won't. So it's like I've got a lot to do at the moment. I'm managing, but the last thing I want to do is to be carrying somebody's, because somebody's got lower standards and they're just being lazy, or they just, haven't taken time to do any development to improve in the areas that they need to improve. I am not going to carry anybody on that level. So for example, if someone's a bit timid because they've not taken the time to develop themselves, I've said before, I am naturally a shy person. People don't believe me, but I'm naturally shy. But for me, shyness wasn't an option, so I had to get over it, right? So I know that if I can do it, then other people can do it. That's how I look at it. I don't think that, I don't make excuses for people, and I don't want anybody coming to me making excuses for themselves. That's one of the worst things you can do. So, for example, people would say to me, oh, your mother, that's how she is. I don't care how anybody is. They can be how they are. I am how I am. And so I don't tend to tolerate people, because I don't ask for anyone to tolerate me. So I don't feel the need to tolerate anybody. So at the moment, it's not my sister's fault why she's unwell, why she's in hospital, and so I will give her all the support in the world that she needs. But the fact of the matter is, if I say that with my mother, she's saying, oh, so I shouldn't phone her then. again, she's making it about her. So it's sort of like, oh, no, 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 this is what I'm supposed to say. No, 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 no. Oh, do phone her. By all means, you can phone her, but stop being negative. Stop telling her that, oh, you're not speaking properly and whatever else it is that you feel inclined to say. And stop ringing people and passing on information. Because like I said to my sister's boss, my mother knows as much as you know. She doesn't know anything. I'm the one who goes to the hospital. I'm the one who does all the visits. So anything that she knows comes through to me. And she doesn't know everything because I keep certain information from her. So like I said, I didn't tell her I was going today at 2:00. And, so whatever it is, I tell her as much as she needs to know, which isn't a lot. So, because I can imagine her, the way she's going to handle it, it's going to be all about her. So it's just that, really. It's just to say that when a person is, as in the case of my sister, not well, if you are passing on well wishes and it bothers you that the person perhaps hasn't received them in the way that you would like, oh my gosh, I'm so touched, tell her thanks from me. Do you know how many emails and messages I get from people that I don't respond to? Right? Because it's like, what do you want to know? I've said this before in other videos. What do you want to know? It's like I'm a busy person, and you want me to be sitting here messaging you or emailing you or whatever to tell you what are you going to do about it? So you've got all these people expressing, oh, I'm so worried. Oh, good for you. You're so heroic. I am the one who sees my sister every day. I am not worried, but that's my personality. That's the development that I've got. I understand that worrying produces negative energy. There's nothing good about worrying. It doesn't produce anything apart from negativity. So whenever I turn up at the hospital, like I said to my mother today, I said, when I go to keep her company. We watch tennis, right? I don't talk to her about anything negative. I'm not expressing sympathy. I might say, oh, you poor thing, if she's had to have some procedure or whatever. But she understands that I'm saying poor thing because, especially like a blood test, I don't do needles, right? So if I'm saying poor thing, she knows that I mean it from the perspective that I couldn't do that, rather than, oh, you poor little thing, you poor sad thing, right? So, but as I said, I'm ninja, and I try to, I don't allow people to be weak. So even with my sister in the situation, I'm not going to encourage her to be ill or to, oh, you say there you're not well, whatever. I will encourage her to get better. And by the way, I did say to her what I said I was going to say. And when we were watching the tennis, funnily enough, one of those stupid adverts about life insurance came on, right? So she understands now about the safety net, what I was talking about. And she's taken it with the right attitude. So I said, you see, look at these people here talking about, oh, when you die, so your loved ones are left provided for, or whatever they say in these stupid adverts, right? And it's like I said, there they go playing God, right? But I mean, I could end up sounding like I'm ranting, which I'm not, but it's just literally, it's not about you. When somebody's ill or going through something, it's about them. So in this situation, nothing at all is about me, right? So even with my schedule, I make sure that I'm on target. I will say honestly to her, well, I've got such and such a thing to do, so I'm going to run back and finish that. And then, right? So she knows that the time that I'm spending with her at the hospital isn't preventing me from doing something else. because I know how to make time work for me, right? And she needs to have that confidence, so that she's, in the beginning, she felt that she was being a burden because, oh, I'm preventing you from working. But she's come to realize now that she's not preventing me from working, because she knows that I'm getting everything that I need to get done, right? So simply that. So anyway, so it's not about us, it's about other people. It's like when you're giving a gift. Sometimes, I mean, I've had some really rubbish gifts from people, and I think, why'd you give me that? I don't wear that. That's like, say for example, I don't wear scarves. I don't I don't own handbags. I don't carry handbags or anything like that. And I think if I'm rubbish at giving gifts, so I don't tend to, or I will ask the person, what would you like, right? So, but like I said, sometimes people give you what they want to give you, and it doesn't have any relevance. So more often than not, I won't give away. If somebody gives me a gift and it's not something I would use or wear, I will keep it as, if you like, a souvenir or something, a memento. I won't sort of donate it to charity or give it to someone else, because out of respect, as I said, I will keep it. But it's sort of, we've got to, it's about the person, it's not about you. When you're giving, it's about the person. The same thing when you're receiving, if, okay, if I don't know, I'm the kind of person, I don't, if you ask me what do you need, so like my sister's boss asked me today, is there anything I can do? And it's like, no, I can't think of anything that she can do, because I've got it under control. And people, as I've said, people are gonna think, oh, you're just trying to keep your sister to yourself. You're just trying to do everything, trying to do everything by yourself. No, it's not a case of that. It's a case that I'm in a situation and I know what she needs. And if there is anything else that she needs, even my sister from Canada called today, and she didn't want to speak to her. Doesn't want to speak to my mother. Doesn't want to speak to anybody. The only person she's got the time of day for is me, because I provide her with what she needs, and that's what it's about. It's a bottom line. It's just bottom line. She doesn't want to do the small talking or anything like that. It is about what the person needs in that moment. So until such a time as she expresses something else, then I go with her flow. So that's just, I just use my sister as the example, because people have been asking me about her a lot and so on. But like I said, it serves no purpose, people expressing that they're worried, because to me it's about them. So anyway, I leave it there.